Hello nail peeps and welcome back to Decorate Every Nail You Got. So today we're going to be looking at Rossi's Dip Powder Starter Kit, and we're going to be reviewing it because I had these nails on for a while and I felt pretty good telling you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So here you can see that I'm kind of putting on the dip powder, so I wanted to give kind of a quick overview of how I did that. I followed their directions. I included a couple of other tips and tricks that I know about with applying dip powder, and I made sure to file them up and do all of their base coats and top coats and all that stuff exactly as they suggested. I am going to be going over what it looks like after certain periods of time, but I did want to show you how it was put on as well. So once we go through the process of putting it on, here is the finished product, and you can see that it looks really good. It was nice and shiny. The shape is nice. So this was directly after I applied, and it's just a couple of pictures that I took, whether it was outside or inside or with the video. Hey peeps, I just wanted to give you an update. This is 1 week after I first put on these dip nails. They're holding up really good, and the thing I'm most surprised about is that the shape seems to have stayed pretty consistent. You know, with my gel polish method, my fingers tend to get rounded, or the shape tends to get rounded. So these are holding up pretty well. No chips, no cracks, no lifting. I'm very impressed so far. So this is 2 weeks worth of wear with the Rossi dip powder. As you can see, they look pretty good. And this is, you guys, they have been through some stuff. There was a hot glue catastrophe with this one. And, but honestly, the glue just peeled right off and it didn't damage it in any way. There's also, this one you might see it got a little burnt on the end. That was lighting candles on Christmas. You know, but the only thing that happened is it's a little discolored. That's it. And other than that, they look really good. So this is 2 weeks worth of wear, and I'll check back in with you. Okay, as part of our Rossi dip powder review, this is day 17, so this is more than 2 weeks worth of wear, and the only really thing that I see right now is this guy right here. So this is why I'm making this video today. I saw some damage. So let me bring that a little closer for you. So you can see right there, it's a little bit chipped right here. Also, this nail, to be fair and honest, I did not do a good job with the top coat on this one, and it was because something happened with the activator. Like I didn't put enough activator on, so the top coat didn't really dry. So I had to like redo this one. Also, I think, yeah, there's a little crack right here you can see. And my guess is this was kind of operator error because it's not happening with any of the other ones. Also, right here, you can see some chipping, but what it's not doing is it's not lifting. So it has not lifted, it's just kind of cracked off on the side. So I will check back in with you if I notice any more damage. We are looking at day 20 right now. So we are 1 day away from a 3-week manicure, and just last night I had my first lift. So I had, oh look, there's a hair. You can see a hair got caught underneath there. I just got out of the shower. So I had my first lifting on this nail, so I'll be removing these probably tomorrow. As you guys know, when you get lifting, you want to take them off. This one I think has got a little bit of a lift to it. Yep, look at that. But just barely. This one's good to go. This one also, oh no, it's got a little bit of lift as well. So has it been a 3-week manicure? Yeah, it has been. And have they looked really good the whole time? Yeah, they have. And this one, honestly guys, it had that little thing happening over here. And if you remember, I did say that I did some kind of thing wrong with the top coat and the activator. So I think it was maybe partially my fault, but in the end it did lift, and it took me whacking the crap out of it. Like I accidentally hit it on the counter, and it was, ooh, it was tragic and it hurt. But I mean, you guys, day 20, this looks really good. Here is 21 days of this dip powder manicure. And if you will remember, our dip powder sample set said up to 3 weeks. So it made it 3 weeks. It's a little rough now, but if you'll remember, this one was the first to lift, and that was just 2 days ago. And then I also discovered some lifting here on my middle finger, some lifting here. This has gotten worse since yesterday. And this finger is not lifting at all. I also wanted to show you guys my thumb, and the thumb is completely different. I wanted to show you because I use the gel method on my thumb. So a couple of things. The first thing that you'll notice is it's a different color. Let me see if I can back this up for you. Okay, you can see a little bit better now. It's a different color, and that's because, well, the gel method, I'm using things that are not Rossi, and it's not intended to be used in this particular dip system. So I did it kind of as a test nail. You'll also see that my dip, my top coat, it started to come off, whereas the dip powder looks wonderful. Also, this one is lifting quite a bit, and it also has cracked right here. So you can see there's quite a bit of damage going on with this one. I was able to stamp it. I did some fun things with it, but really the last week it's looked pretty bad. These, however, look still really good. They are lifting, and as you guys know, when things are lifting with dip powder, we got to get them off. We don't want any greenies happening here. So the results are in. Let's go over a couple of the pros and cons of this dip system. The first thing that I want to say is that it really was quick and easy to apply. There was no light needed, so it was super easy to do, and it didn't take a lot of time. Now, on the con side, you have to follow the instructions strictly. We're dealing with chemical reactions right here. So if you don't seal everything correctly, then that top coat might not seal. And we saw that, or at least I experienced that with my ring finger. And then it caused some problems later on. So the top coat might not seal if you don't follow the instructions specifically and strictly. Also, the brush for your top coat could harden. If it gets mixed with the activator at all, and you're not very careful about intermixing these things, then you could ruin your top coat, which actually happened to me. So that is something to think about. Another one of the pros is that the base dip liquid allowed time for me to clean my cuticles. It didn't harden right away, which was really, really nice, because once you get finished with putting your dip powder on, you want to be able to clean your cuticles. I've experienced ones where I didn't have time to do that, and then it was just a tragic mess trying to get that stuff off of your cuticles. So it allowed time for me to clean my cuticles, which was super important to me. Now, another pro is it really did last almost 3 weeks. Like it did what it said it was going to do, which is great when you are, looking at the longevity of your manicure. And in those 3 weeks, it really, the whole time from start to finish, it pretty much looked amazing. The one I did with the gel method looked a little bit rough after 2 weeks, but really the dip powder ones, the dip method ones with dip liquids, they looked great for 3 weeks. Now, let's talk about a serious con, and this is the potential for dip flu. More and more people are experiencing dip flu, and so did I. I got the dip flu because I am allergic to the dip liquids. So people that get the dip flu, it's really an allergic reaction to either the dip liquids or the dip powder or both. I know that I happen to be allergic to the dip liquids, and I got the dip flu, not just once, but twice. It took me twice doing it to figure out exactly what it was. I do know that when I use gel liquids, though, it doesn't happen to me. So it's really nice that one of the pros is that this system can be used with dip liquids or with gel liquids. So although it won't last as long and it might change colors as we saw on the video, I'm going to be using mine with gel liquids. I don't want to go through that dip flu again. It was like I had the flu and it was not great. The other thing I know is that I've already ordered a bunch of Rossi stuff because I really loved the system. As soon as I did the first manicure with it, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this stuff. And I went ahead and I ordered a bunch of the dip stuff. I ordered dip powders and I also ordered the dip liquids. Well, their customer service, I wanted to contact them and say, hey, I'm not going to need those because it's a problem for me. And they were super easy to access. I just chatted with them online. They were super helpful. What they ended up doing is not allowing me to return the product, but instead they gave me a coupon for more than what the item was worth. So I found dealing with them very satisfactory. I've also heard really, really good things online about their customer service. So I am super happy about everything that they had going on for them. Another thing that I wanted to talk about though was the idea that if you wanted to, you could get 20% off of your rossinails.com order. If you wanted to try this system, 20% off doesn't hurt. So you can use the code GrooveMama. You can get 20% off. I don't get anything from that right now. I am not an ambassador. I am one of their star influencers, but I am not an ambassador, so I don't get any money or kickbacks from that. But it's nice to have 20% off of their stuff. So I recommend their system. I thought it was really good. Yes, there are some cons, but I really, really enjoyed their stuff so much that I went and I bought my own stuff. So do with that what you will, peeps. If you would like to, follow me on Instagram and you can see more of my stuff at GrooveMama. That would be amazeballs. And subscribe to this channel. That could be fun too. And people, until we meet again, I hope you decorate every nail you got. Bye!